Hi guys, today I'm taking on Stockfish on lichess. Go to lichess homepage, click play versus computer. I'm taking on strength level 5 through to 8. So it goes Stockfish 1 to 8. And I've done the first 4 in the last video. So today I'm going to continue with the next 4 or 3. I might save 8 for a video of its own because I'll be really trying. So this is apparently a 2000, but I wasn't too impressed with the last lot of bots. So we'll see how this one does. Got some nice diagonal pressure. Whenever they play here, I always like to try and build at the centre like this, kicking the bishop away. I'll do it anyway. So if I take, they take maybe like that. Don't see the point. It's not a bad enough damaging of the structure to warrant giving up this beautiful dark square bishop. So develop the knights. This light square bishop is pretty bad. But maybe like this, going for just a massive centre, countering this light square bishop here. Like Bosch. Reinforcing, taking towards the centre. Okay, so we've got a big pyramid here. So what do we do from here? I mean, castling's probably good. This could be a move in the future. We need to resolve our light square bishop as well. Maybe this as well. Take, and then we can get light square bishop out. But for now, probably just castle. Maybe they're going to take, try and open things up. If we take here, I don't really like it. I like this plan. Takes. The only thing is, once they move the knight, this bishop is going to be seeing my bishop. I think it's okay. Trying to activate this light square bishop. Ooh, but I've just realised I have left myself with a bit of a weak pawn here. Let's see. Yeah, and they're immediately piling on the pressure on this weak pawn. But at least my light square bishop has some activity now. And it can sit here and defend the weak pawn. Maybe I slide back at some point. What do I do with this knight? I don't know how much I should be trying against this bot, guys, because I don't know. The other ones were really weak, but yeah, let's show this bot's respect. It says 2000, so if here, I don't know what the knight's actually doing. Sliding back's sort of useful, but we've got this square defended twice. Honestly, going like this might be useful as well. Trying to push and get this queen move in, just go after the king. Let's do that. That looks aggressive. It's a clear plan. We have just hung this pawn, though, haven't we? Have we? If this, they can take. So I've got to take this way, leaving this as weak. Ugh. Okay, if they so now the bishop is defended. That's why they've just slid back to defend that, and now they can threaten to take. So now I defend once more. Also revealing the queen's defense. So they come onto this diagonal. I wanted to get this move in and then put the queen there and just go after this diagonal here. Does this help me? There's too much pressure on this pawn. I've got to remove one of the attackers. So this would save the pawn, but it'd give them a dominant dark square bishop, cutting right into my king's position. I don't like that at all. And I couldn't even really rebuild the pawns on the dark squares. This pawn here would always be weak. Either having a weak backwards pawn here or weak dark squares. It's not really a choice I'm enjoying right now. Stockfish level 5. I don't know. I'm getting a bit scared. If this takes. Wait, if this takes, we just grab that. This and takes, we grab that, hit the queen. Maybe this resolves our issues. Ooh, okay. Wait, what? But this hits the queen, and then we take. If we take this way, then they take me. So sure, this has the better continuation, so that's what we go with. Oh, we take and then lose our queen. I see. Yeah. If take, lose the queen, take back. It's almost tempting. We even on material now, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the pawns, what is it, 6 each? Yeah, 6 each. So if here, takes, we can afford to push. So let's try it. This is a sort of, it's not really a pin, is it? Because the bishop's defended, but let's try this. So how do we defend this pawn? It's not possible. I think we were always going to lose this pawn in the center, weren't we? It was always just looking super weak. From all the way back here. As soon as I did this move, I realized, bang, this pawn is weak. And all this time later, it's finally been realized, the fact that it's weak. Or maybe we delay and push it again. But I don't think we can hold on to it. If this, we're attacking the pinned piece, we're also sort of trying to reinforce the pawn a bit more. Also preparing to bring the rook. Looks interesting. This is hit, the queen's hit. This does look a bit forcing. Back here, it's just a repetition. If we take, I don't think we're going to hold on to this pawn, are we? Maybe we can. Do we take? If here we get rook behind, they slide rook back. And what are we? Just even on material, but with a sort of weak pawn. This rook or this rook? I think this one. And then we'll come up with the pawn. And finally, we can no longer defend this. I guess the take with the rook now. Because if knight, then we pin the knight. And it looks a bit uncomfortable. Oh, they're not even going to take it. Okay. So that just stops me playing this. You know what? I'm going to play it anyway. I want that knight to take it. So if we hit their knight, they come here hitting the rook. I don't know. Let's see what they do. I want to win this. Hit it again. If here, there's this fork, isn't there? This takes. We win this pawn. I'm not over the moon about any of this, really. They're going to hit me again. Okay, they hit this rook. So, if we hit here. Just trying to win this pawn. That's all I'm trying to do. So if here they take. Let's give it up. I'm sick of defending this pawn. They really don't want to take it. Why don't they want to take it? If this, what do I have? Takes this, just infiltrated. Maybe they don't like. I need to get my knight active if I'm ever gonna try and promote this pawn. So I think this is therefore a threat. Trying to get in here. I think they've got to take the pawn. They've got to. Because look, I just... Bosh. This square looks very natural. Hit the knight. If this going after the pawn, who's winning this endgame? It's just, I think it's just a draw. Let's try this going after this. They push, we can go here, trade the rooks. Okay, so that just gives me this pawn. Let's grab it. And then we got this pass pawn to push. Bosh, trying to trade. They pretty much have to trade. And then aren't we winning because we've got this pawn? Okay. So they've got a pinned knight, but we cannot really add an attacker. If this, they go here, and we're sort of done. It's not clear where we put this knight. So do we shuffle the pawn up one while we're waiting for things to clarify? If this, again, we cannot actually move this knight. So we're up a pawn with this lovely pass pawn, but their rook is just beautifully placed where we cannot move the knight. So if we go here, protecting the pawn, trying to get this knight out. I think that's got to be the plan. So either here or here. This threatens this. So does this. This also reinforces this square. I'll happily trade off my doubled pawn, guys. Especially it's deflecting their knight. This deflects their king out of the game. This just trying to hold on to this pawn. Wow, I think we're winning now. If this, our rook is perfectly placed defending everything except pawn push. If check here. Do we try hold on to this pawn, or is that greedy? If just this, if takes, we get that. That looks nice, doesn't it? Let's try it. If takes, check. They come and win this pawn. We win this pawn. Wait, takes, check. If they defend the pawn, we just push. So they have to come after this pawn, in which case we take this. And then our king is going to shoulder their king out the game. We might just be winning, but I'm not exactly certain. What if we just push, though? If they take, we go here. Actually, I think we can just push. Right. If we push, they take. We go here. They take. We promote. We give up everything for this pawn. Just check. Right, so oh, they go here. They stop the pawn. Good job. I triple checked that. All right, let's go into this line and win their pawn. Oh wow, they go after my knight here. This, here, this, and they don't stop the pawn, so they have to come back. If this, here. So if this, they can take. Wait, if this and they take, we get this. But they go here. So if we come here, the pawn defends the knight. But then the king is going to come around. This. They're just getting there in time. I'd love to bring the king. If it's whether I want the knight's got to move. It's whether I move the knight this way or this way. If here, king's going to be coming around to win the pawn. This, I don't know what it does. This at least looks a bit better. I don't know. Going after the pawn that way. But now they come round. Does check help? Yeah, because then we get this. Attacking the knight. Yeah, because attack the knight here. Obviously, if knight takes, I promote, right? So attack the knight, and if king here or here, I take, they take, and I promote. So they have to take the pawn, and I just get a free knight, right? Oh, the block. Oh, no, yeah. I've seen this before. When you're trying to deflect them with knights. Yeah, they just shove the knight in the hull. Yeah, so this, they go after the pawn. Do I somehow win this pawn? No, I don't see it. So this looks like it wins the pawn. Check. They're not letting me have it, but now I just bring my king. That not work. So, So I'd love to, if here they're getting in. So maybe I play this move. But do I also want to worry about their pawn a little bit? So if in, cross, take, here. Push, they come here. Not working. So do we have to get a little bit defensive? We can play this. They cannot take me with their knight. They just shove themselves back in the corner. So if this, and then trying to get check and somehow win this pawn. Nice, we win the pawn. All right. I think we've got him, guys. I think we've got him. Bosh. Coming back. Winning this. Okay, we've got him. Yeah, bit of calculation there. So if push, they can't really get their knight out that easily, can they? I think we can just push this all the way. Bosh. Are they just going to check me forever now? If here... Oh, I've got to watch out for forks. If here, is there any more checks? No. So here. Alright, we've got him, guys. We've got him. Bosh. This might have to be just a video on its own. This is... Yeah, Stockfish level 5 is more of a serious beast. I wasn't impressed with the other ones. So this pinning... And then maybe just this, trade off the knight. And then, guys, I'll show you what I showed you in that video where I did how to checkmate in under 2 seconds. Bring the queen and king to the center. And then play this move, cutting the king off. And then you want to keep on the light squares. And then this can never be stalemate if you stay on these light squares here. And then on the other side of the board, it'd be if you stay on these light squares, these dark squares, these dark squares. So bosh, bosh. Beautiful. That's how you beat Stockfish level 5. Actually, respect. He's a bit of a beast. So yeah, good luck trying that yourselves, guys. And yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed that one. Cheers.